Analysis. Belmont pick is Tacitus, aided by bloodlines. This is a Triple Crown season that will be remembered, though probably should be forgotten. Maximum Security was the winner of the Kentucky Derby for about 20 minutes, then got taken down over a claim of foul that will be debated forever. The Preakness was and now, the Belmont Stakes gets its turn. If form holds, a field of 10 horses will be in the gate on Saturday for the mile-and-a-half race, which is racing's equivalent of a marathon. The Preakness winner, they are, far and away, the best horses in the field on paper. Thing is, this race you like every other race you isn't run on paper. There are horses that can beat Tacitus and War of Will in this race, including Bourbon War, who was inexplicably a non-factor in the Preakness. If basing solely, they were all sired by Tappet. There may not be a race where bloodlines matter more than the Belmont. Not every horse, Bourbon War, also gets Mike Smith to ride in this one, which is always a plus. His morning lineup, Intrepid Heart's record U2 wins and a third in 3 starts, with $140,400 in earnings U doesn't look like much. But his last start, Tacitus was placed third in the Kentucky Derby after Maximum Security was taken down and smartly skipped the Preakness. He's a closer and Everfast has raced 11 times. He won his first. War of Will was fantastic to win the Preakness, another horse with the closing style that one needs at the Belmont. As always, Master Fencer is racing for more than anyone else. He's a Japanese, plenty of good options. But a wacky triple, Tacitus is the best horse of the 10. If he gets the right, the pick is Tacitus, with Bourbon War second and Master Fencer third, with Sir Winston rounding out the superfecta. Related slides show the Belmont Stakes winner the year you were born, provided by Yard Barker.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.